You are now tuned in to another episode of Free Game Friday, episode 25. Yeah, this is where you come and get all your game and your gems and your laughs and your whatever you get from these, man.
He cannot dance.
That nigga's the boy version of you know who. A match made in heaven.
I'm just on my hustle out here with LaRussell.
It's from Jacob. I've been doing music for a while, but it's not really moving. Where should I start to get some good motion?
Ooh, that good motion.
I think you start with the music. Sometimes it takes a while to start moving. Like you can't be impatient. You don't know when you're supposed to move.
Right.
Like, so it's not, you can't say it's been a while and it's not moving, because it's like you don't know your journey or your path. Sometimes it takes a while for it to start moving. You got to just keep putting that shit out. Like I had I literally, and I guess everyone has, but I had a time where I used to get 3, 4, 5 views.
Yep.
Like
when I found you had 7 views on videos on YouTube.
Nigga, my shit was so low that even till this day, right? My shit was so low for my level of skill. Niggas used to be in the comments like, how this nigga only got 30 views? Like, when a nigga has to say that in the comments, you know something's wrong.
I read this.
But that's where you start. Like, you don't get to, no one gets to skip that step.
Yeah. I read this passage that said when you're growing bamboo shoots, I believe it was bamboo, that you have to water it every day for like 5 years or 8 years or something, and it never surfaces. And then one day it shoots up 10 feet. And I feel like that was your climb. It was like you was watering every day for hella long. You're like, why I'm not seeing no motion?
Sometimes you can't see what's happening under the dirt, right? Just because it ain't come through yet don't mean it ain't shit happening under the dirt.
And for you to have that level of like growth, you have to be patient.
Right. So yeah, bro, keep putting your shit out. Just keep giving it. And if you when you first started, you was getting 1 view and now you getting 4, that's motion. You moving.
That's motion. That's that good motion.
That's
too.
Motion. You moving. Slow motion better than no motion. You feel me?
Ski.
Right. You got her.
You got me. He gets me every time. He got me with that. I'm out of town. I never heard these songs.
Hanging around Splash.
Hanging around Splash.
Splash bringing them all to us.
Right. This is from Edward Thompson. I know it's all about resources. When you did not have any money, how did you build such a strong team without having money to pay them? Blood work.
Man, I treated niggas well, and even early, like when I started, I was working, so I was still like, when I could pay niggas, I would get niggas right.
Yeah.
And if I couldn't pay niggas, I made sure I gave niggas lunch, or I covered everything, so it wasn't at expense to them to support me until it got to a point where they really benefited too. You feel me? But I just treated people well to make it easy for them to support me, but not even treating well. Like, bro, I just gave niggas what I wanted. It's like, I want to eat after we work on set all day, so of fucking course everyone else does, you know? Like, I don't want to fucking have to drive, so it's like a van benefit, you feel me? Like, yeah. In the beginning, you might not be able to pay everybody,
just do what you can.
Do what you can, and people will see that.
Yeah.
People could tell when you've done all you can and when you just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It shows. It shows in the work. It shows in the product.
Yep.
This is from Paul Torres. Since you're independent and financially rely on yourself, is there any platform in particular that we should be streaming from that maximize your earnings? Try to support in as many ways as possible. That's been a question heavy on my heart. Dope, man. That's a great question. Tidal pays out the most of all streaming platforms. But so if you're going to stream, I would say Tidal. But I don't think you should condition yourself around me. Whatever works for you works for you. But for me, buying the music directly, you know, through the website or when we do it on Even. I haven't been doing like the recent albums direct, but buying the music direct when there's an opportunity to is a great way.
Why haven't you been doing
buying merch is a great way. I don't know. I just don't feel like it sometimes. And that's how it's always been. That's how it's always been. Like, I've always chosen when I want to do something and when I don't. And that's always so mad when he says shit like that.
You seen my face.
Right.
I don't feel like
and that's
it.
Real shit. And that's how you win.
Like,
you
give
do
me that.
You do what you feel like doing.
Then give me it. And
that way you never hate what you're doing.
I'll do it then.
Come on.
This is from J Cow 730. If it's not too personal, what is the most profitable revenue stream as an artist / company? I feel like merch, right? Shows and merch.
Yeah. Shows and merch.
Shows more than merch.
Nah.
Well, I feel like shows.
When merch is booming, merch is way better.
But when you get booked for a show, you're like your costs. No?
I travel with 7 niggas and feed 7 niggas in Ubers and like no merch. Merch is a one-time cost. Like once you pay whatever your production cost is, you green. Besides, like you paying your niggas who working it, but with
you also have to pay to ship it out and whatnot.
But they cover that.
Oh.
We don't. You feel me? So it's like that. That's all encompasses in the fee. That works. But with a show, it's like show expenses could be endless, no matter what, because you don't know what you're going to do once you get there. Nah, for real. Sheesh. For real. You don't know how much you gonna eat. You don't know how far you gonna have to travel once you get there. How many Ubers you gonna have to take. All that shit. You don't know how many cords you're going to have to run to get, or microphones you're going to have, like, none of that shit. None of that shit. This from Killy Willie. As a producer, Killy Willie is crazy. Killy Willie. Hey, if Killy Willie ain't 50, I'll be surprised. Killy Willie gotta be 50. As a producer, how do we establish our value for artists who don't want to pay for beats? I don't want to be a broke beat maker.
Killy Willie.
Right. How do you establish your value? You establish your value by making great beats. I think that's the only way. You establish your value by making great beats to the point where people want to pay you for them. Yeah. Like people don't have a problem paying for things at all, because like all throughout our life we have to pay for every fucking thing. We just have a problem paying for things that we don't really want to pay for. You feel me? So, but when you create a product that niggas is like, bro, niggas don't have a problem paying for merch.
We pay for water.
You feel me? Like artists are going to pay. Artists are going to pay in some form, even if they're not paying you up front for your first beat. By the time you do a few projects with them and you work with them, you're making money with them. And when they come up, a nigga might get that. You feel me? Like you just have to have a product that people actually want, and you don't even worry about getting paid. That's gonna come.
And be a great person.
Be a good person to work. Be someone fun to work with. Yep. Nobody wants to work with a nigga who like, I can't work with you unless you pay me for this beat right now. It's like, bro, you don't even get a chance to build and cultivate a relation. Imagine if every artist I've done a song with, I was like, you need to pay me for this feature, and then we can do this song. It's like, bro, that's not real life. Like, just be cool with niggas and fuck with them. Yeah. And as they build, people gonna naturally want to pay you and take care of you. And those who don't, you still win because it's your shit that's out there for someone else to hear and come back and give you a check. Like, you can't be looking for a check in everything you do, but everything you do can bring you a check.
And that was the end of our episode, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. This is from Marshall.Saps. What are some essential steps to promote out-of-town shows with new market/fans? Ads on your social media. We get reached out to a lot about like street teams and we've never used one. But they say that helps as well. I think actually, no, a street team really did help for our Fresno show. Yeah. We saw a really great turnout because they use a street team out there. But yeah, ads, when you announce a show, you target your ad to that area and the surrounding cities within like a 10, 25 mile radius. And you do an announcement the day that you get there, you boost that.
I wonder if you could activate your fan base as a street team. Like if you could just
for sure
pay people to like do the street team work. Like I'm like, we have the type of base where we could announce and be like, yo, we're looking for this many people. I just need y'all to do this. Yada yada. That may be a thing too. Right. Like when a street team
free ticket
is
to
needed,
the show.
When a street team's needed. Oh, for the people who do the street team. I'm about to say, I don't know about that.
No, I'm saying you get a free ticket to the show if you go out and you do street team work.
For helping, yeah.
You catch merch for us.
That's kind of a cool concept, right? And that really helped.
Yeah.
Usually the ads do it, though. Like if you, once you post your flyer or your video and you run that ad and you get your targeting right, you usually can, if there's interest.
Yeah. If you don't have a base out there, then, well, that's the result you'll see.
Yeah.
It's on you, partner.
This is from @Kelly_LoveLA. Hello. You're a clown. You're a clown.
Why was that funny? Said, hello.
Hello. Michael Prince. Hello.
Right.
Hello. Hey, nigga. Hello. That is funny. When Michael Prince and Splash met.
Right. Bruh, Michael Prince want to come at the crack of dawn, and I come and let him in, and I'm like, y'all know each other. Splash, Michael Prince, me. And I go in the room. They sat at that couch together and didn't say a word for at least an hour.
Nigga.
And just side-eyed each other.
Hey, what the fuck? Kids.
Now they besties.
Hello. What place is best to target in Facebook Ads Manager to build a fan base that goes to concerts and buys merchandise? All of the U.S. or just one single state you're living in or just your hometown and build from there? Damn. That was a lot.
Hello.
What place is best to target in Facebook Ads Manager to build a fan base that goes to concerts and buys merch?
I'm glad you got this one.
Right. There's not a specific place to target to build a fan base that goes to concerts and buys merch. That's not really an ad thing. That's something that you have to develop with your art. You can't there's no ad you can run to get those things, right? Yeah. Only thing you could do is make the product that makes someone want to do that, right? You have to make a product that makes someone want to go to a concert and buy merch, and then you can run an ad behind that product.
Not even just a product, but a brand, because everybody's selling T-shirts and sweaters, but you have to have a brand that people want to like rep and support.
Not necessarily though, right? Because there's things that come across your IG as an ad that's just a product. You just like the shirt, right? You've seen it, like there's a few brands. All you like is the shirt. You don't know the brand, but you fuck with that. Or nigga, I bought a fucking electric toothbrush off of an ad. I didn't even, you feel me? Like product. Like if the product's good, people are gonna want it. Yeah, I be getting a whole bunch of, I'm a eclectic nigga. But all of the U.S. or just one single state you're living in. I like to target the U.S. I use the target like see, y'all not being serious. All right, this wraps another game of Free Game Friday, episode 25.